Is our sound frame Banshee Prime Endgame viable? Well, that is one good question, and even a greater question as we take a closer look. While some of us consider Fashion Frame as the true endgame, and there are those who look into stats and facing against high level enemies as of course the true and real endgame of the series, Banshee falls in the tier of the squishy frames with a low armor rating of 15 compared to some of its female counterparts. Now, of course, while it can also be argued that some frames with the same armor value don't seem to have the same problem or need to be carried across the map from time to time in high level missions such as sortie missions, I believe it comes down to mechanics required for survival. The recent iteration of the frame, which is with the Prime Access Banshee Prime itself, was expected to bring us a higher armor, but 65 armor will take less than a second. I mean, it would even cut it in an eye level or end game scenario. It takes less than a second to get shredded by 25 level 25 heavy gunner, so that will not really cut it at all. After playing the game for a while and checking out different mechanics and looking at how I can mod Banshee to pretty much make it better, I was checking out the regular Banshee, and of course I went on and tested out the Prime variant as well. I will say Banshee's survival is based on three things: stats, abilities, and passives. And we all know that to survive in Warframe, you must be able to do a combination of these things. You must be able to control an enemy, you must be able to regenerate, you must be able to deflect, or in other situations and other scenarios, you must be able to escape. So you need to have at least either one of these things to be able to pretty much survive in the game. The only thing that I would say Banshee was good in will be the escaping part of everything, as it has a 1.1 speed. Even frames like Nova and Mag with variable and of course some similarities in their stats are able to survive. But why can't Banshee survive? Well, here's why. Her abilities enable her not to survive. She pretty much needs duration. Sonic Boom only affects enemies for the initial impact. It only affects them for the initial cast of the ability, and after that they can easily get back up and pretty much come after you. Sonar is an offensive ability that does not really benefit Banshee at all. In most situations it only benefits your teammate. And if you look at Silence, Silence can be good, really good. It can be really good for crowd control, but it will be much better if it was a continuous ability, if it has a continuous effect, which means it is active till you leave the particular radius. And I believe at the end with Soundquake, instead of giving us an augment to strengthen and widen the range of Soundquake, I believe it will be also better off if we have a duration based system like Nova's ability or like Mag's ability. If we have a duration based system for Soundquake, I believe that will be a lot much better. And I believe if any of those can't be done, they might as well go ahead and rework Banshee like they are doing for Limbo of the moment. And a passive, I believe, is one of the only thing viable for survival when it comes to Banshee. Every other ability pretty much needs a teammate, unless you are really good at Banshee or you main Banshee and you have been playing Banshee since the beginning of time, since the beginning of the game or its introduction. You pretty much won't be endgame viable. Well, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.